Charlotte, North Carolina a safe place to live? Well, if you're thinking about buying a house here, that's probably a question you want to ask your realtor. But if you ask a different realtor, you're going to get a different answer almost every single time. The reality is, the first thing you have to answer for me as your agent is, what does safe mean to you? Because I'm going to tell you the gosh darn truth here. If you think that any community has zero police calls, zero issues, then you're living in some utopia that does not exist. There are police calls in Charlotte and in every one of our surrounding towns, and that's just called life in 2025. What I will tell you, though, is that when you figure out what safe means to you, that's when I can provide resources, because I can't tell you what area you're going to like better than another if safety is your top concern. And by the way, if you watch certain social media channels, you're going to get a whole different flavor of Charlotte than is possibly even accurate, because as my mother knows from working in the TV industry for years, if it bleeds, it leads. So there's definitely a bias in the media to make things look worse than they are. I want you to go to the source, though. So if you go to charlottenc.gov and go to the CMPD pages, that's the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, you can see in real time what kind of calls they get around a specific address. What you're looking for are the e-policing resources. Now, when you look at this, you might actually get hung up and be like me, where you'd like to have a police scanner so you can listen to everything, because there's live traffic accidents. You can know where to drive, but maybe not while you're driving. You can get the real-time crime and crash reports. That's so fun and exciting, but that's not what we're here for. What I want you to scroll down for is this amazing tool called the CMPD Crime Mapper. So when you click on the Crime Mapper, it's going to take you here, and that looks a little scary, but just remember, this is every kind of call that comes in. So it could be your neighbor who had their smoke alarm go off, and because they have CPI called in a fire call. So just bear in mind that sometimes it can look inflated, so you want to keep digging into the information. Now, I'm going to look at aggravated assaults, burglary, damage, vandalism of property, drug and narcotics violations, DUIs, fraud, homicide, motor vehicle theft. Look, you can pick and choose whichever area you want to look at, and then you can click on the map and see what kind of calls they've had. Now, perhaps you're not moving to Charlotte and you're thinking about other counties. What you should know is that you can check out the sheriff's website for almost any county in this area. And if they don't have an online tool, there'll be a phone number where you can call somebody in the office. And the very delightful people that work at the sheriff's office can tell you what's been going on in, for example, Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. Are they getting any calls in Albemarle and Stanley County? So make the phone calls and do the research. Your realtor can't do that research for you. And it's not because we don't want to do the work. It's because when you get into situations like different kinds of crime and different things that might rank high on your safety scale, we don't want to go afoul of fair housing, even though you should know this. One of the core tenets of fair housing is safe neighborhoods, because I think we all want that. So if you want to have safe neighborhoods, reach out to the law enforcement, find out what's going on in an area. And then when you move in, decide to get involved with your HOA or the neighborhood watch, or be one of those people that teaches kids police are your friends. Build the relationships, because that's how we make our communities safer over time, is full-on relationship building once you get here. So we can't wait to welcome you to the area. And if you're ready to buy a house, give me a call. I'll help you anytime.